Let's switch gears and talk about the stuff you've done outside of wrestling, the charity work, anything that you've done that you care to share, ways you've helped out in your community. What kind of organizations have you partnered up with over the years?
Mostly just the Children's Miracle Network. I do, used to do a lot of stuff for them, but since I've retired, I haven't done quite as much. I don't get out to the shows and stuff, unless it's very, very interesting, to me when I hear it. Other than that, I mean, I'm a grandfather now, husband, grandfather. Uh, you know, I got a really great job now. I'm a, superintendent for a big commercial construction company. We build high rises and high schools and just things like that. So, I mean, I make a great living, have insurance now that I never had before in the wrestling business. And I like the life now to where I don't have to just get up off the couch and take off for 5 days, and bang my body up anymore. But when I stopped, I did miss it because I did it for such a long time. I had no clue what to do with myself. It was just like I was so used to being out of town. I didn't know what it was like to be in town for months at a time
Yeah.
now. you know, but it
What
worked. But I worked back in the day. I worked with the Children's Miracle Network a lot. Still do. Do autograph signings and things like that. Sometimes donate what I have left of my wrestling gear and things like that. So
I bet you get a lot of people that really are just so happy to see people that, watched you growing up.
I knew probably about five, well, actually longer than that. Probably been close to 10 years now. 10 years ago, probably I got the first person who ever walked up to me and says, "I used to watch you when I was a kid." you know, and I stood there and thinking about it. I'm like, wow, I guess I'm officially an old guy now.
Oh,
If this guy's in his 20s, he used to, like 25 to 30 years old, and he used to watch me when he was growing up and as a
oh,
kid, I mean,
oh.
wow. So yeah, but and here in Knoxville, I moved to Knoxville about 2017. And just like in Nashville, when I lived in Nashville, it's not really too many places I can go still that somebody, at least one person a day, doesn't recognize me or have want to take a picture or sign an autograph or something. So
What's the one thing that brings you the most joy when you're going to these events with the Children's Miracle Network that touches your heart?
just the way when the children are involved with it, the are there, I don't know if you've ever been to a wrestling event when in that type of environment, but
Yeah,
the
yeah,
children,
fundraisers and
yeah, the children just light up. I mean, it's just the way they light up is just kind of it really touches you. You're like wow, because it makes you realize that maybe for that one moment in that kid's life, they got something that they'll never forget.
yeah,
And no
memory.
matter what's going on with them, no matter what disease they have, no matter what ailments they have, that one moment might have been a relief out of a life of pain or a life of stress or something, and just to see them smile and to be able to just kind of let go, they just, uh, and then you're
Yeah,
nice to them, and you sign and take pictures with them and they just light up. And the parents do too. The parents, I've made so many parents cry, because they're
oh,
so happy for their children. Whenever you're done at the end of the day and you're driving home or you're going back to your hotel room, I mean, it grabs you so much that there's some times that I've done it in the past that would be all I could think about for the rest of the evening,
oh,
and
yeah.
yeah. Sometimes it'd be make you a good night, sometimes it wouldn't, but the majority of the time it did because you already knew how the kids, you just made their night or their day or maybe even their life. You never know.